I'm here on the Meguiar stand at the NEC Classic Motor Show, and Meguiar's every year take the cream of the crop for the very best Concours d'Elegance cars from the previous season and pitch them against each other. And this amazing car behind me, this Triumph TR6, was the winner of the Concours d'Elegance at the Triumph MG weekend at Malvern in August 2021. And it's won outright here at the NEC, and its owner is with me now, Gary McVeigh, carrying a beautiful glass trophy. You must be very proud.
Yes, I am. It's good afternoon to you anyway. We've had a fantastic weekend. Started on Thursday evening late into the hours and carried on right until this afternoon when they made the announcement, and you could have knocked me over with a feather. I was not expecting that one iota.
It's an amazing amount of effort that's gone into this car, and the finish on it is wonderful, so a well-deserved winner. But how was it when you bought it? How far has this project come?
Well, I initially bought the car in 2013, and it was bought and it had been stuck in a garage for some 20 odd years in a very, very sorry state. And there was no bonnet, there was no front wing, the inner wheel arch had gone, and generally it was in a really bad, sorry state. And I decided that I was going to rebuild the car to standard Triumph's specification completely. And I started then building and collecting new old stock parts for it, and it carried on from there, and it got worse and worse and worse and more money spent finding the parts in the first place as well, you know. And we come to this now, the finished article in 2021, and it was finished on the Thursday evening on the Friday before Malvern.
Fantastic. And just talk us through the sort of preparation you've had to do to win a competition like this, because I know there's all sorts of mad things like putting cling film on wheels that goes on.
Absolutely, yes. Once I'd been successful in bringing it and invited to come to the Meguiar's stand here at the NEC, it had to have some more work spent on it, and we spent another 3 or 4 weeks prior to the show preparing it again, because this is based on a slightly different element of showing cars, is that the judges, because they have 15 different manufacturers and different models, they can't be experts in everything. So it's based on cleanliness, and even to the extent that I can tell you that I cleaned the inside of the exhaust pipes.
Wow, okay, that's a special moment.
That's the preparation, yes. And the cling film on the tyres is because I'd spent quite a lot of time putting the tyres together and getting them to show standard. And knowing the Meguiar stand, which has got the white shale, as you can see, I knew that if I didn't wrap them in cling film and drive it onto the stand, which I did, I would be cleaning the wheels again for hours, and I didn't have that much time.
This is a really early 1969 TR6 from the beginning of production. So has it been a difficult job to get all the components just as they were as it left the factory?
Yes, I'm sure you're aware, Wayne, that 1969 cars, particularly of the model of the TR6, has certain quirky items such as the steering wheel, the painted surrounded windscreen, the blue tinted reversing lights and number plate lights, just to name a few, and also the tiger stripe or bumblebee hoses for the radiators and the heaters and things like that. So yes, it is very, very quirky to try and find everything that's out there, but it took a long time, and eventually we got there.
I have to ask you why. It sounds like a load of effort. Why do you do it? What's the buzz for you?
I think we're just mental. It's an illness. It's definitely an illness. You know, we've got. It starts off where you like to. I've always liked to clean cars. I've had TR since I was 20 years old.
Wow.
And in one state or another, and we just got to the stage where I decided I'm getting a little bit older in the tooth now. Let's make one last effort to get a really good one to be stock as it would have left the factory. Obviously, this is a lot better than it would have left Triumph.
Absolutely. Yeah.
However, it's everything on it is new old stock parts that I've collected over a number of years.
Well, you've not only raised the profile of the Triumph TR6 here at the show this weekend, but also you've raised the profile, of course, of the TR Register, the club that ran the Concours competition that you won to get here. So a big thanks and a well done.
Thank you, Wayne. It's been a pleasure to see you.